Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey, all my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it quick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow in a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a 2 drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we'll be standing in your front yard yelling. Front to back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
You just heard the sound of the king of the South, T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
We
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I can show you
That underground music, riding in the good, not used. Tighten up, you'll lose. I approve. I bet I stamped and approved. Straight underground, make all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted me and be a money white. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted man, her best friend is going around the way. I started hearing about her type. Always with the ball players, that's the one she likes. She got it done, and I guess they look alright. They call her princess, but she down in every. In and out of DMs, tryna be a rapper. She won't get the W, I skirt up when I see him. I know it's gonna get worse when I start doing Coliseums. Gonna be, I just call it how I see him. Let me clarify, I ain't talking about all women. Some just wanna settle down and have a couple cheering. For all my rapper homies, just be careful while you touring. You meet a pretty girl, but her intentions ain't the purest. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list.
Hey, second phone buzzing, just delete the other number, yeah. Cruising at 103 till I seen them teaming with the record. She was peeking out the cover. She said, Gigi, wait, you grew up down the street, my uncles up her brothers. I said, jumping back, been lit. You at? She was just running, Emmett Smith, running back. She gotta make it. Rubbing is just caught up. Then she got me playing down, painting nails, calling me sound like the heads of the way I be chasing. You know she got them
Brands of the bed.
I'm in Miami, so.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got Marshawn Lattimore, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Commanders and the Eagles coming up next. It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
And when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend 2 plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that is called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous. And it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
On the return, here is Ainias Smith. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles led out by their quarterback, and he is the leader of this offense. Jalen Hurts has that calm demeanor about him, can make the big plays as well. Greg, here he is already in his 5th year in the NFL.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
When we met with these coaches during the week, Mike, they told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
Hurts to the air on first down. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Jordan McGee there on the stop. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Barkley. Barkley's got the first down and more. And they are shove. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. With that, he hits the 20 mark for touchdowns on the year. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this is the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
He's coming off such a strong performance last week, Mike, where he did a little bit of everything. Throws for 3 touchdowns, ran for another, but most importantly, leads his team to the big win. I'll tell you what, he has his eyes set on trying to do the same thing here over these next 4 quarters.
That one's complete. It's Tank Bigsby. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll try and run for the first with Eckler. 18 yards on the pickup there and a first down.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
Quick throw here is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. And he's in. Terry McLaurin, touchdown Commander.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. And
he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. He's had a nose to the end zone all season long, and now here in the month of December, he is the NFL's leader this season for rushing touchdowns. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. To throw on second down is Hurts. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for an Eagles first down. Throwing is Hurts. Throw across his body is complete. And they will finally run him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Hurts will try it again. And this throw batted away.
That's the ball, bitch.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And third down coming up. Hurts again. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Check go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. On target, got it to McClure. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Track at 60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
On first down, Daniels. He's got it! And he will go all the way. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders are on top. It's 14-10. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Hurts gonna hand this one to Shipley. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
Running from the pistol with Barkley. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Fires complete to Harrison Bryant. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Here's 2nd and 6. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He's going nowhere. Gonna lose yardage on that play. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. And in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's got his big tight end. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he's been a nightmare for defenses trying to contain him all year. The NFL's leader in rushing yards at the quarterback position. Quick throw, taken in. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Sidney Brown, they're on the tackle. Here comes 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. In trouble, and down he goes. So the Eagles will use their first time out here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. It's a pickup of 14. And the decision to go for it pays off. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again. This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow that blitz to get home.
He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it's going to lead to 4th down. They'll go. Here's Daniels. Has his man. It's Samuel. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and is able to pick up a nice gain.
And he's going to be taken down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Commanders. And with that touchdown pass, he draws even with the Hall of Famer Peyton Manning. Most touchdown passes in a single season. They share the record now with 55 each. Gay to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Commanders move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This one taken at the 10. Strong. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurt. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. So we've hit halftime here in the home team. The Commanders are out on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll kick things off in the NFC when the Giants have traveled down south to take on Atlanta. And that one finds the Falcons out in front. Drake London, a touchdown reception. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Devin Duvernay, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Khalil Shakir, a touchdown reception. What a treat to watch the rookie in that first half. The number 2 overall pick, Jaden Daniels. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory. Both
Coach,
these teams running through their final
not a
adjustments.
rest at the break for the defensive coordinators.
And for the
trying
call,
to figure
let's get
out
it back out
how to
Mike
stop
Tirico
these
and Greg
offenses
Olson.
as we get ready for the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Daniels now on first down. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Throwing right, it's taken in. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in. Jake Okonkwo. Touchdown, Washington. That's the big one. Touchdown pass number 56 on the year. He breaks Peyton Manning's all-time mark. Manning threw 55 in 2013. That record goes down here. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. This one intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Samerstill. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A run up the middle with Bigsby. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Eckler. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He'll try to run for it.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the 1st.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Daniels. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Here's Bigsby. A short gain, down to the 7. Second and goal.
Go!
They'll throw with Daniels. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. If this quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight, he's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings
to the end zone. It's intercepted.
so much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm.
He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the left side, it's caught by Brown.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
So, 3 quarters now. Now a 3rd and 2. Hurts now. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That is knocked away downfield. Incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
It's a pickup of 14. And the decision to go for it pays off. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he will score. Game on. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this spectacular season continues. Now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year. A number very few backs have reached in the history of the... Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Here comes the number 2 overall pick, JD Daniels, with the rest. On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. And he'll manage only the 34-yard line. He's brought down after a short gain. 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Bigsby. And he'll have a Commander's 1st down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line. To throw is Daniels. He's going to tuck it and go.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Bigsby. He's down right at the 40, but that is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. Here's Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now it's Bigsby. Open space inside the 10. And he'll be taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. Here's a run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. He'll run with Bigsby. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. On the give, it's Eckler. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Commanders.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now Gay for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Now on 2nd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Here's Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Hurts. Here comes 2nd down. Hurts again. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look. And indeed, this call will be overturned. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The throw on 2nd down is Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th. This will be intercepted by Marshawn Lattimore. And a good return here. He is out of bounds, up past the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
First and 10. Here we go. One final play. He keeps it himself. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Commanders. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the second time this year. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.